Hey, greetings. Performance reviews where I give you the review from the technician's point of view, and you're going to need to be a technician or a PhD to understand what I'm going to try to tell you if you don't watch this video to the end. Miele's canister lineup is extremely complex and German. That's the only way to summarize it. It is too complex, there's too many models, too many different ways of buying them. No matter how you look at it, it's super complex. So I'm going to break it down the best I can for the layman or somebody just wanting to buy a vacuum and pick the right one for their flooring situation. And I think that's the important thing when you're looking for any vacuum cleaner, but particularly Miele, because that's how they're sorted between the different ones, is what kind of flooring do you have in your house? This is the most important thing I can say. So what I've done here is I've simplified things. I've put the model numbers here on the top. Then those are the advertising model numbers. They're not the real model numbers to make things more complicated in German. What kind of flooring do you have in your house? Do you have hard floors, area rugs that are low pile and don't require agitation, meaning just straight suction? This is the rarest case in the United States, at least, to buy a vacuum. And this guide is for the United States, as when you get to Canada, Mexico, and then when you leave North America, you have different markets. The European Union has its own market, so does China, so does South Korea and Japan. So they're completely different markets. This is a US guide. If you are overseas and trying outside the US and trying to use this guide, it's probably not going to be helpful, and I'm sorry, but things are different here. So the first thing I would tell you to do would be to go to your local dealer. Not only can you try it in store, but there are in-store exclusive machines that give you extra accessories. These are known as home care machines, like I have, and there's a home care version of every single product they have. That makes things complicated. The other thing that's complicated about home care are pricing, because the pricing is not straightforward. Like this $7.99, well, this is $7.99 plus a $260 power head, so that really makes this a different price. This machine is ordered a la carte, meaning you can piece it together in different ways. This machine over here comes complete, and a lot of times they do trade-ins and various things. So that gets really complicated again. If you are considering buying these and you have a Miele dealer in your area, you're going to get a better deal in store. And that is how Miele designed their lineup, and that's very different than some manufacturers. Now, mostly what we're going to be talking about are what you can get at a box store or on Amazon, just kind of the online sales machines. You can also get these directly from Miele, so keep that in mind. Where you buy it makes a difference. All these machines on eBay, even though it's considered brand new, this is not an authorized sale of a Miele. These are considered second-hand and are sold as is without a warranty. So keep that in mind when you're buying these, that even though this looks like a fantastic deal, it's new old stock, and this is an S7, this has been discontinued for like 10 years. So why this would be a great machine, half off or a third of the price new, which is typically what a used vacuum is, paying full price is a bad idea, and this is a second-hand machine technically. So keep that in mind. Again, you're not going to get like a great deal on a Miele. They typically don't go on sale. About once a year they do run certain models on sale, and they do that just as a promotion. It's not because they're trying to get rid of an old model or something. They rarely change models. Typical model life of a Miele is about 10 years or so. So keep that in mind. Things are very different with this brand than they are with Dyson or Shark or Hoover or one of those, where they change models every year. So the need for the sale goes away. So that's the first thing I want you to understand. The next is the size of your house. If you have under 1,000 square feet or under 1,500 square feet, a C1 is probably appropriate for you, which is a compact budget machine. And the numbers are going to go up like so. A C2 is a compact premium machine, so under 2,000 square feet, but somebody wants the premium features. The CX1, well, that machine is a bagless machine. That's for somebody who wants a bagless machine. There's not really any benefit to it, but some people prefer bagless. Then the C3 is your premium or your full-size canister, which is meant for 2,000 plus square feet. Typically goes up to about 3,000 square feet and has 30 feet of reach, where the C1 has about 19 feet of reach. So there's a big difference there in terms of how long the electrical cords are. So those are like some basic things with the models. Then each model is going to have, whether it's made with an electric head, a turbo head, which is for area rugs and hard floor, or just a straight suction hard floor tool. So again, those are what make the difference. So we're going to start with the C1, and I'm going to go with the least expensive machine, our C1 Pure. The C1 Pure is a good value, but it is one of these machines where it is meant for a certain type of household, and that is this machine. Low hard floors, low pile area rugs. We're going to go with the Turbo Team next. This machine has a turbo. Head is for area rugs with pets. Alright, that is the entire C1 lineup, and things look kind of different. There's two styles of bodies they make under C1. Going into the history, this style here is considered an S4000. This was a premium machine and was replaced by the C2. Now, for reasons really unknown, the C2 is no longer available in North America in this body style. They reverted to the older style S4000, which was a very robust, very good cleaner. I gave a couple to my parents to give you an idea. So these machines are somewhat premium but compact, but they still have the C1 label, where these machines are the true compact budget machine with the really short cord, the shorter hose. They are the lesser machines in terms of quality and what you get. So if you have an apartment, this is how you would pick it. If you have wall-to-wall carpet in your apartment, this machine right here. And I'm not going to really quote prices, but this machine is going to run you over $500 to give you an idea, and that is if you have wall-to-wall carpet in your apartment. So that gives you an idea where the canisters are going to start if you have wall-to-wall carpet, like most of us do in the United States. Now, if you have area rugs or hard floors, that's where these machines really come to make sense. These machines are significantly cheaper in that price point, so keep that in mind. We're going to go to the C2 lineup, which makes things even more complicated. So the C2 lineup only has two machines. As previously explained, they've started labeling some of those machines C1 for whatever reason. So the first is not even it's a straight suction machine, and this is a remake of their premium. So even though it's a C2, this is a remake of their premium machine that is designed for low pile hard floor area rugs. It's going to have this nozzle on it. Really strange that they've reintroduced this, but they do limited runs and it's an excellent deal. It is manufactured in China, but it's got all the German parts in it and the quality is top notch. But just keep in mind, this is a budget machine for somebody who needs a full size house, meaning they're doing over 2,000 square feet. This machine was the older 5000 series body style, which is similar to the C3 in terms of where you would use it. So full-size cord, really desirable machine, good price. Now this is the machine I think a lot of people will end up buying. This is their mid-level machine that has a SEB228 electric power nozzle for doing carpet, and comes with a hard floor tool, plus it comes with a sealed HEPA, plus it has the longer 25 feet of reach. So that is kind of the ideal if you're doing about a 2,000 square foot house. This is the machine for you, or less. Or let's say you just want a premium machine for your apartment. This is the machine to get. So keep that in mind. Now, before we go over to C3 or whatever, there is some literature that's not right online where they talk about the C1s not having a sealed HEPA system. All Miele vacuums can have a HEPA filter added to them. They are all fully sealed on the exhaust side of the machine where the motor's in a separate compartment. I have taken all of these apart. I can verify that. So the literature is wrong on that, so keep that in mind. And when we translate things from other languages, this tends to happen, especially a company like Miele that translates things to like 35 languages. The CX1 designation is a bagless designation. It is a cross between a C3 and a C1 in terms of its price and in terms of who it's meant for. It's meant for somebody who wouldn't consider a bagged vacuum, but if you try them in person or you look at them next to their bagged vacuum, they are a lesser machine. And that was done on purpose by Miele because bagless vacuums are lesser machines. They don't make a whole lot of sense in terms of running costs. They don't make a lot of sense in terms of maintenance. They just overall don't make tons of sense with modern bagged machines. So keep that in mind. These machines are bagless. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on them other than please buy a bagged Miele. You will thank me later. Alright, thank you for making it this far. Now we're getting to the C3 lineup, which is the premium full-size canisters. They're lightweight. They're going to have all the tools on board in a compartment. They're going to have a one-touch cord rewind. Most of them are going to be electrical, meaning they can do both hard floor and wall-to-wall carpet. These machines are their premium machines. They also have a full-size bag. It's really important that they have this large bag because they're doing a larger area. They also have a longer cord. The hose is about 6 inches longer than the others. So you get all these premium features. You will also get a bumper as well. So those are C3s. Now, the first up in the C3 lineup is again going to be a straight suction hard floor low pile area rug machine with no agitation, just a straight suction head. Excellent choice if you just have hard floors, low pile area rug. Now, if you have pets, that's where these turbo head machines are going to come in. The turbo head is designed to agitate low pile area rugs. It's not really designed for wall-to-wall carpet, though if you had just one room with wall-to-wall carpet, you probably could get away with it, but I wouldn't advise it. Turbo heads also require a little bit more maintenance than an electrical head, so keep that in mind. Now, next we get to what most people are going to be looking at or buying, which are the C3s with an SEB 228 nozzle. This is the soft carpet, the Kona, and the cat and dog. Now, I'm going to use the cat and dog for an example, but they're all the same in terms of what they come with. One of the things that now is going to separate these three, particularly the cat and dog and the Kona and the soft carpet, is filtration. The cat and dog machines come with a charcoal filter. It's not a HEPA filter, it is a charcoal filter, which eliminates odors. That's all that filter does. So if you have allergies, then you would step up to one of the machines that has a HEPA filter, or you would buy a HEPA filter separately and put it in the cat and dog machine. They are all interchangeable between the machines. All the C3 filters are interchangeable, but the C3 filters are not interchangeable with the C1, but C2 and S4000 filters are interchangeable with C3, but the bags are not. Again, very complicated in German, of course. Now we're going to get to our premium machines, which are our wall-to-wall premium carpet, meaning you want a bumper on your nozzle, you want a light, you want it low profile to get under stuff. That's what you're getting here. You're also getting extended warranties if you get the Brilliance or the Home Care version of these machines. I highly recommend getting the Home Care. It gives you some extra accessories, and it's just a better all value. Though the Brilliant is a nice machine, there's no problems with it. It is one of the best machines for your money out there, if not the best machine in Miele's lineup. Now, the Marin is a kind of in between the soft carpet and the cat and dog and the Kona. It now comes with the electrified head with the headlight. An LED headlight is handy for getting under stuff. It's not for vacuuming in the dark, it's for seeing what you're picking up under furniture and things like that. So this machine also comes with an extra energy efficient setting. Again, not a big deal in the US, and Miele's kind of backed off on pushing these machines, but it used to be they would always offer these energy efficient machines. Again, this has to do with European regulations, not important in the United States where things are cheap, and when you use this big electrical head, you actually can't use the auto setting, so that really negates the factor of having that auto setting. One thing you do get with the Marin is you do get a filter reminder light. So the circuit board inside there actually times how many hours you've used the machine and then turns a light on to change the HEPA filter. So very helpful if you're a forgetful vacuumer or forgetful or bad on maintenance. If you're the kind of person that needs to set a reminder when to change the oil in your car, this is probably a machine for you. That there are some other options when we get to Miele's lineup, particularly when we get to the upright. The U1 upright, I've got a whole review on that. But basically, uprights are for one-story houses or apartments where somebody doesn't necessarily want a canister or isn't comfortable with a canister. The upright is designed to save you money, and that is its purpose. There is less to manufacture with an upright. It does not have less or more powerful than any of the other canisters, so keep that in mind when we're looking at the Miele upright versus the Miele canisters. If you try them side by side, you'll notice the canisters are lightweight, more maneuverable, better in every way. And that's why in a lot of countries, Miele does not import the upright. The upright is for North America. They export it to the UK, but they don't export it to the rest of Europe, is my understanding on that. They also don't export the upright to the Asian market. So keep that in mind. The upright is really like American, a very Western idea. Uh, and Hoover invented the upright. Now, if you're comparing these to some other machines, I'm going to do a comparison between kind of SIBO, and I'll do a later video comparison on some of the other canister options, because like Lindhouse, Zero G, some of these others make very good comparable machines. So check out some of my other videos. I'll have some links right here for you. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to comment if this helped you below. If you're confused, feel free to send me a DM or comment below. I try to at least read through my comments once a week. Have yourself a wonderful day.